things, you know, you will be, what do you call that? Um, they still have something to say.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm tired of that, but still, I, I try to to be good to them because they are the family of my kid.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but after that, at what 2014,
Mm-hmm.
2013, I got pregnant again
Mm-hmm.
by our second son, and then 2014 March of 2014, um, I delivered our second son that time, and still I don't have my visa,
Mm.
and then um, I discovered again that she's still not changing for the better.
Mm-mm.
Mm, I think after I went back from the hospital, when I came home, he wasn't there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he left because I discovered there's another, you know, there's another side hustle
Mm.
that I discovered, and not just one, but a lot of them.
Mm.
At the fight, so when I came back, he's not there anymore. His things was not there anymore, and there is not even a cent left for us.
Mm-hmm.
And
With
then
your
after
two kids.
that,
With your two kids.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
you know, mm, wait there. But after that, I realized that um, I think I already have had enough with
Mm-hmm.
all the 10 years that I've been with him. You know, I've been tired. So
Yeah.
what if the immigration was, um, after he left? What if the immigration told me, you have to go? I will go if you want me to, but I won't go because I have my kids here. My
Mm-hmm.
son wants to be here, so I will stay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed. And after that, I met with my husband, with my husband now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the one helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, after having two kids also with him, with our fourth child, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
I received my visa at last.
Mm.
Yes, and after that, every you know after all these years that I've been studying,
Mm-mm.
uh, I've studied a lot because I wanted to be a professional
Mm-hmm.
after if after I got my if ever I get me my visa that time,
Mm-mm.
I would have the 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 tools, the
Mm-hmm.
skills that could equip me to be a professional, and not just just waiting for a job. I'm not getting any younger, so I need to equip myself, so I will be um what do you call that I will be what do you call that
You can stand on your own.
I can
You can
stand
be
my on my
financially
own, and
independent.
it's like I could fight for my skill. I could fight for
Mm-hmm.
whichever work for I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and that I guess that's it. That's why I learned a lot. Um, about the computers,
Mm-hmm.
because about Japanese language. I've been trying to learn, and if ever I have the chance to be given a visa, I will use that.
Mm-hmm.
because I had, a lot of years wasted
Yeah.
waiting for that time.
Just
Yes.
just doing math is like 14 years in Japan without visa, and is it, yeah,
Yes, 14,
14
yes.
years. I just let you share your background, and I'm actually like inside, I'm crying
Mhm.
and shocked and angry at the same time. How people can just like no heart to do this, and even you are already within the household and still they will do that. And if even like racial discrimination, because we are Filipinas, we're
Okay.
Filipinos, and that's really so sad. And but you're really very strong, Coach Michelle. you know um for me, I can't even imagine myself if we are staying home, but
Mm-hmm.
for like a year, staying in the four cold walls of two prison cells. I have visited some prison cells as part of my counseling journey in Japan, and wow, that's really like I don't have words to say, but high respect to you for
Thank
overcoming this. And yeah, and just few months after, not even within a year, now you are seeing yourself, the things that you would like to do, like studying. And now, actually, the first time I saw your resume, Lion Bridge, because I was also part of the Lion Bridge company, and sort of like is a like a freelancing job. And so I talked to the two trainers saying, I'll focus on this lady because we have same almost the same company. And so I just singled you out. Despite the 16 students, I just let the two trainers, Maiden and Margaret, to handle the other students. And then getting to know you better through your output, and I'm so impressed. And now listening your background, I'm all the more having high respect for you for, wow, 14 years. And wow, okay, let's see the positive side of it. Now you are an overcomer, you are a warrior. And I believe many Filipinas can relate well to you, a mother, even we call it DV, domestic violence, be it verbal or the way your in-laws dealt with you. Even like six immigration, officers coming to your place. Wow. Actually, at least two immigration officers came to my office before interviewing me what I'm doing with the Filipinos in Japan. And I know they put something in my telephone before listening to all my conversation because of all my counseling. And some say they saw my name. I gave Bibles in different prison cells before, and people were just talking about me inside the prison cells. And I think that was the time the immigration came to know more what I'm doing in the Filipino community in Japan. So now hearing directly from you, it's yeah, as I've said earlier, I've counseled a lot of people, but you're the only one who came out, stayed longer here. There's a Filipina that also she used to live in Niigata, but she's now home in the Philippines, and I think she cannot come back here in Japan. And so with that, now I'm kind of like, uh, I wish I can control more. Now, with your present life now as the coach for Vietnam, tell us more, and how can the Filipino wives can not only in Japan, especially in Vietnam, people who are watching now based in Vietnam, you can hear a lot of tips and how to be a freelancer from Coach Meet. So, can you tell us more about this FVA Vietnam and how they can join, how they can enroll? So, tell us more about your business now.
Now, actually, I my business partner is you, Coach. Thank
Okay.
you, thank you for partnering up with me, um,
Mm,
here in FBA Vietnam. I'm actually having fun
mm,
doing. this because I get to teach a lot of people. I get to, you know, those people who hasn't been given a chance to work as a freelancer. Actually, if you are going to compare freelancing to a, to a work as in a company, which I already, um, which I already experienced, the pay is much better when you're a freelancer, and you are not being paid for 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 the degree that you finish, but the ability that you could uh, the ability that you have as a freelancer. For me, I started, nothing. I don't have an experience. I'm an undergraduate. I don't I haven't done any freelancing jobs before. Um, but they I took a test and I passed it, and then voila, they gave me the part. They gave me the role, and I was so thrilled because there is still a company who would who would who would believe in mothers like me.
Mm.
And when I asked them, they were like, we don't choose people who are smart.
Mhm.
We choose people who has the common sense.
Mhm.
So I'm happy that I was given the chance. So now and because I wanted to, to level up more, I started to research, go have research. I've been researching a lot. What is freelancing? How can I level up? I stumbled in upon FVA,
Mhm.
and then after enrolling I, in the freelancing course, I realized there are a lot more
Mhm.
in freelancing, and I learned a lot actually how I how I could present myself, how I could talk to this client, and how could I rate myself like that. And that's why I've been encouraged. I've been um, I decided to be a coach too,
Mm.
so I could teach a lot of Filipinos, because a lot of Filipinos have been, I saw a lot of people, Filipinos like us, who's been underrated.
Mm.
We have the skill, but we are underrated.
Mhm.
I want to help them so they will experience what I'm experiencing right now. And now, especially now, there are a lot of mothers who has a career before, um, chose to be at home
Mhm.
because they wanted to look after their kids, just like myself.
Mm.
But guess what? There is um, there is the word freelancing or virtual assistance, where you could still have a career even if you're at home. So that's why I wanted to tell a lot of mothers too that they could have a career even if they're at home. They're not just housewife. They're not just looking after their kids. They can also be called professionals even if they're at home. They could do office work, and they could also be paid a lot more even if they're at home. So if a lot of moms out there or dads, vice versa, who are interested in freelancing, um, I hope they could have the chance, or they I hope they will enroll with us. Well, they don't have to enroll to us. There are a lot of coaches also, but and if they are interested, they could go to our site, to our website, to our Facebook pages, where um, they could learn a lot first before plunging in the freelancing course.
It's true. Um, I'm flashing here the email contact of Coach Mitch, Mitch at filipinovirtualassistance.com. I really encourage you to write to her directly. And we're actually speaking the same language here. That if you enroll in the Filipino Virtual Assistance, that's the FVA, and Coach Mitch is the head of Vietnam territory, and you can learn all these freelancing skills, 20 lessons for a month, and it's just like 1 week, 5 lessons, and then you will put into action, or we call it portfolio, and Coach Mitch will be there to guide you through from her own experience as a freelancer. And then we also work with different teams, and I'll be also there to be assisting you. So there are like 4 ladies actually helping the students of FVA Vietnam. So right now, take your pencils or pens and keep in touch with Mitch at virtualassistance.com. Now, Coach Mitch, I believe so many people are like me, touch, shock, maybe even angry with how your in-laws did to you, but now you are a survivor. And let's see, what are your freelancing activities now, like exactly? Tell us examples of freelancing work, or even companies that you are connected, or even how much you receive from them. Like you said, like you've got better salary than the companies that you worked at before. So if you can just give a hint how much a freelancer mom can earn per project, per hour, or per month.
Well, before if you like transcription jobs, there is Appen.
Mhm.
It's also, have you heard about Appen, Coach?
Just heard, but never experienced.
It's the same as Line Bridge,
Hmm.
but Appen is much more of a transcription jobs
Hmm.
where you will be paid for about $15 to
Wow.
$17 an hour, where you will also be asked there, what are the uh, languages that you could speak or you could understand well. And but before, being a transcriptionist in Appen, you will also be having exams.
Hmm.
If you pass 90% of the test there, then you will be eligible to do jobs for what if you have Tagalog jobs,
Hmm.
Tagalog transcription jobs, they will give you. I do Tagalog, English, Japanese, Spanish, and Portuguese.
Hmm. Wow,
So
many languages.
yes, actually, there with Spanish,
Hmm.
there's a lot of Spanish language and Spanish um, intonation.
Hmm.
So if there is a Mexican Spanish,
Hmm.
there is Bolivian Spanish, Colombian Spanish. So it's actually different from each country. So also the company I work, Line Bridge,
Hmm.
where you could see the lion,
Yes.
the lion mark that
Hmm.
I like a lot. Um, their salary is ranging from, I think it will not go down to $19 an
Yes.
hour. So the highest they offered me was like $22.5, $50, $22.50 like that. As an ads assessor. So you will be looking at ads, you'll be classifying those, and if you pass the test, actually it's a 1 week test.
Yes, I did it too.
Yes. The 1 week test is tiring, but after that, it's like nothing anymore.
Hmm.
Mhm. And then there I receive what $20 an hour. So for a month, it's like 300,000.
Wow, more than a factory worker.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
true. I work from 8 to 8. There is no fixed hours on our job. There's no 8 to 5 like we are actually saying. There is a 8 to 7 or 8 to 8. The the latest hours that I've worked was like from 8 to 10 or 11.
Hmm.
But I've earned what 170,000 only.
Yeah, that's the common salary for factory workers in Japan.
Yes, including Saturdays.
Yes.
And you're standing up all day.
Yeah.
That's the highest that I've had before. That's why I am so happy that I've been, included in this company
Mm.
and being given a chance to work for them as an ads assessor.
Yes.
And if being given a chance and another, they offered me another role, but they told me that you can do two roles
Yes.
in a row because
Yes.
it's the same. But if you're going to do translation jobs for them, um, it's different, so it's okay for them. The
Mm.
translation job is, per task, but I
Mm.
haven't looked at it yet. Although I already passed the test, I haven't, you know, uh, opened my task yet up until now. And also there is Amazon Turk.
Mm. Yes.
Yes, you've heard about it, Coach.
Yeah.
I yeah,
In
I
Japan,
did that.
actually, yes, if we have to tell the audience that so many online job opportunities in Japan, especially
Yes,
for the housewives of Japanese there. You know the nuances, the culture here. Just a little bit of training, and you can get a lot of online jobs, just like Coach Mitch. You can actually, if they belong to the same niche, for example, translation or transcription, and you get used to the system there, so you can just accept many jobs. Imagine
yes,
if you can have like 2 to 3 projects or 2 companies doing the same niche there. Wow, you
yes,
can earn your million a month, more
yes.
than like your salary for a year. It's just 1 month as a freelancing course mom. Wow. So that's really amazing. From, I'm sorry, I have to put here a caption a while ago, from a prisoner to a successful freelancer. From like a very dark side of what happened, your past, but you
Yes.
are an overcomer. Now you are a very successful freelancer. And let's say, I have prepared some questions here. One is, what are the tips you can give to, let's say, business owners? Now you are a coach, so this is your business, and you are now creating your own branding. And
Mhm.
maybe some of you here have seen the social media of Coach Mitch. She has Facebook fan page, LinkedIn, Instagram, and she has also YouTube. Now keep following her. And so she owns a business now. So a freelancer to being the boss of her own, company. Now, what are the pieces of advice you can give to the listeners right now?
So I'm so sorry if you're shocked. I know a lot of you are shocked, maybe awed by my experience, but my advice for you is don't stop learning,
Mm.
because in time, if you don't have a freelancing job right now, um, time will come that you will land a job that you will love,
Mm,
and you will, you know, that will pay the bills, that will give you financial freedom. For me, I didn't stop learning, so that is my advice for them: that never stop learning and never stop fighting for what you believe,
mm.
coach.
Wonderful. It's true. I believe that don't stop learning.
Mhm.
I put it there. And yeah, freelancing job gives you financial freedom. That's
Yes.
very true. I more than agree with that. And let's say you are a mom of five kids, you have your husband who is Japanese, but
Yes.
actually coming, I think he was born in Colombia, is it?
It's in Libya.
Oh, Bolivia. Okay. So you also speak the Bolivian language, which is Spanish. So you are really a multilingual freelancer. Tagalog, you're from Laguna, and then, of course, you speak English, and then Japanese, Spanish. What other language can you speak? Spanish, Portuguese,
Yes, a little bit of Portuguese.
okay, Portuguese, and
Oh, what? I think that's it.
okay.
I'd
Well,
like to learn Vietnamese.
yes, yes.
Yes, because I'm a VA Vietnam coach.
Yeah, let's go to Vietnam after all this global pandemic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about the Vietnamese food dishes. I heard it's very yummy and it's very reasonable to stay in a hotel, have spa, and their fashion there. And
Yeah.
it's a booming country.
Mhm.
Actually, a lot of Filipino English teachers are there because many Vietnamese
Mhm.
really invest in education, especially learning English.
Yes.
So I think having this freelancing course in Vietnam is maybe new for some Vietnamese, but it soon they will catch up doing this work from home.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to actually invite you on Saturday. It would be the second Saturday, the series of FVA's fourth anniversary celebration, where we are offering different tips how to be a freelancer. And last Saturday was more of work from home series. And now this coming Saturday, Philippine time is 7 to 9 p.m. It's more of the digital marketing series. I'll be speaking there about online teaching, online course creation, and even establishing your own school. Maybe you are more comfortable or confident being an online teacher. So please listen to my, speech or talk. And if you have some questions, you can prepare them beforehand. So the time that I'll be speaking, you can just type in. And for last words, Coach Mitch, what can you advise to the Filipinos in Japan or all over the world how to cope with this COVID pandemic? I think we are in the same situation now. How are you coping as a family with this global pandemic, and what's your advice to the Filipinos around the world?
So, well, actually, here in Japan, we are already, acquainted. We are already, we have the, the, um, again, Japanese is coming out from my head.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you speak some Japanese words or phrases. You're really a multilingual mom.
The shukan. We are already acquainted. We are always using mask here.
Yes.
We are used to using masks. We are used to washing our hands.
Mhm.
So it's not a big problem here actually with COVID. We are coping, but but again, we try to stay away with a lot of people. And my and I hope, my advice to my fellow Filipinos, especially in the Philippines, um, I hope, you stay home.
Hmm.
I know it's hard, but this might be the time that you will be learning, how to be a freelancer. So you won't have to think about, uh, your job. You have to go out to do your job. Actually, my cousins also was like that. I told them, if you know start freelancing, because it's much more safer, and maybe it's time to to transition from your old job, and maybe this is the time that you will have the chance to level up your skills, so you could be you will be equipped as a freelancer virtual assistant. And, again, my message for all of us, for all of you, is to take care, stay at home, and I hope that all of you will not stop learning, will not stop, leveling up your skills. So yes, thank you, Coach Hannah.
Okay, it's my pleasure and joy to have you, Coach Mitch. Finally, we've been discussing this talk show, and today it's actually August 18th, and uh, we'll be having more of this. Let's say after, let's say, a month or after 3 months, the development, and I hope people kept in touch with you. I've been flashing here your email, Mitch at filipinovirtualassistance.com. And for everyone, what are the business tips of the day, especially what you have learned from Coach Mitch? Just write in the comment sections on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We'll be reading them and we will be keeping in touch. So, this is now the end for today's StreamYard live interview with Coach Mitch, and hope to see you again someday. So I will be announcing the next live talk show with other business people. In fact, on Friday for sure, we'll be having two trainers. They have their own business, and we will be interviewing them on StreamYard, and it will be broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. That's it for today. God bless you. Take care and see you again. Goodbye.